Litos actually did go down, which was slightly unfortunate here. But John, I'm going to let you take this first section of the game of Hero Brakesh with the Tower of Babel on that south side.
Yeah, it's being obscured on that mini-map, of course. You can see teams not too close to one another at the moment. The Cucarachas on that south side may have a little bit of pressure from that east edge. And it looks like they could fend off against it as well, over towards the water storage area. Some threat being found, but there's plenty more as well just around the corner. It seems like teams are going to condense fairly quickly. I'm wondering if the team up on the north side is just going to be able to sweep through, get away with this game, and find some hefty value. At the moment, first pickup has gone through. Not too much to be seen, but only 200k in the pocket so far for any of our teams. Some damage going back and forth, so a lot faster off the mark here for the teams in this lobby to go for these fights. Little scouting arrow there. Gashard is looking for it, knows where the players are, waits for the peek, goes for the spray, doesn't quite connect fully there. Will not be able to pull that one back into control, unfortunately. Knows the player top right, but immediately rips his head back off.
Yeah, nice shot from Spolkin, actually. We'll get the flush on through over towards Gashard. Can be res back up, but all they really have to do now is just guard the body. Two players in the back there, making it very difficult. We're on side here with the boys, currently the highest extraction value. Fortunately for them, down a player already is tough. Very, very bad news for them. 7 Cloud, as well as Mark G and Gashard trying to make something happen. Snowman giving it cool as ice on the other side of this wall.
Oh dear. He doesn't look so well. Gonna have to try and take a moment, take a breather there. Stinger to come back to full health. Full fighting fit form, and that is a really good pickup for the boys. I think that was over towards Cucarachas, if I'm not mistaken. On the high ground, spots another, has to handle it. Doesn't take too much damage as well in the process. And he's going to get away with this one. Do need to be worried about that north flank, potential to be exposed there. But it looks like the boys want to commit. Cucarachas, in the meantime, going for a res.
Yeah, Dragonflies are out. This is a tough timing for them. And that was the recon drone going through, so they have a little bit of knowledge of what's going on this location. Spots it. You can't be caught slacking like that. And immediately 7 Cloud has to drop back down for Toxic. It's no big deal.
All the boys, though, still with that one player bled out on the off angle there. I don't think they can get him back, so playing fully as 2 now. They are committed. Cucarachas also going all the way down. Little sneaky beaky step up coming on through on the opposite side. In the meantime, 235 as well, just trying to make their way on in. Silent as the grave, and maybe looking to put a few in there with them too. The shots start to ring out. It's getting louder. Volume turned all the way up, but the nades looking to try and connect.
That's
a lot of damage.
Wow.
And a beautiful knockdown. A triple exploder. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you very much. Moves on in, and Glock leads the charge for 235. One player now left standing on the opposing side for them, and they will get that flush out, taking it all the way away. Peek out wide, it's all up to Flex, but there's nothing doing, and Snowman takes the heat. Will not melt under it.
Yeah, good run up there from 235 as well. Glock spotted here from Mark. This is over on the side of the boys. We're now back up to 3, so they're able to get that res going through. I mean, they had such an unbelievable approach, and I'm very surprised that they're committed to that res on the top side. The boys are happy about it. What side out was a pretty bad situation. Alex Q, I don't know how likely there he'll be able to get Spolkin as well as pull Matt up again. I don't think it's likely. The boys have this locked down.
Yeah, those 2 are flushed out there. You can see Cucarachas needs something desperate to be able to pull out the bag here, but it is just the boys standing watch. 1.2 mil found. I think that may be for 235. I'm not entirely sure. That could be for the team all the way up on the north side still, though. In terms of the value, I'm looking at that top right side. I have to wait and see who is going to be able to play that one down. Unleashing the swarm there. It's quite a satisfying animation. Whoa! Whoa! Where did that come from?
Yeah, annoying beasts, honestly. I've seen those bad boys take 2 magnetic bombs before, by the way, and still bite my leg off. Like, what's going on? They're tanky as anything.
That's a Friday night in London.
It's true. Just the Nile crocodiles coming through.
Absolutely. Upstream. Against the current. Goodness me. I feel like it takes a real megalomaniac to use alligators and crocodiles as sentry guards. As we get a little replay on one of the spray downs, the flush outs there as well from the boys, just doing a lot of work there. Able to ensure damage inflicted. So far, I think only the one team is down fully. And it is... Is it the boys? Do the boys only have one player left standing? What happened to them?
No, the boys got 3 still. Yeah, the boys still up with 3. They're team 4.
Ooh.
That's annoying. See what I mean? These bots are frustrating at times.
And 235 are right there.
Oh, yeah, they have eyes on. They have good information.
Well, that's very unfortunate.
Oh, this isn't 7 Cloud. We're being lied to.
Ah, okay.
It's Alex Q.
That makes so much more sense. Well, it's not anymore. Either way, goes down. Cucarachas, unfortunately, not able to survive the apocalypse this time around. They'll have to go again. Not going to be able to get any value from this game either. 1.8 mil now found, and that is from 235. So they have managed to do very well. I'm looking up at that north side and just thinking, if these guys can just trash loot through, do pretty well for themselves at the moment. I don't know how much value they have, but it's got to be more than 0.
True. You're not wrong. Right. There's definitely stuff to be found over in the north side. Blue River Hotel is completely open, so there's a safe there for them to pick up. Everyone else went down for the Tower of Babel. Has a lot of great loot in this location as well. There's the safe to crack upstairs once you get there. So you can see why a lot of teams did head down here in the first place. You are looking for trouble. But for Without Aim and Saeed, the team on that north side, there's a strong chance they'll be able to pick up some good loot.
Yeah, they may be a little bit overly cautious, though, because you might expect more teams to be up there and trying to get that same thing done. The boys, they're up to 1.2 mil in value. So they're picking their way through the various floors of the new Tower of Babel. And it seems like they're trying to make everybody into 7 Cloud, but that's just not what it is. That's not what's happening. This is over, I think, on the northern side.
Hey, that's what I was talking about.
This is what you're talking about.
Yeah, so they did bring it. They did actually bring the AT4 for the situation. Helicopter doesn't go down, though.
Ooh.
It's struggling. It's definitely struggling.
That is unfortunate. You can see it does have a little bit of a rebuttal, I think it's safe to say. The explosives not quite connecting there properly. Maybe have another go. See if you can take it down the second time around. Or is it going to be third time the charm? We'll have to wait and see.
You know, I thought I could trust the UI, man. I thought that was the one thing I could trust. But if you're at home...
This might be 7 Cloud, though. That legitimately, I think, was 7 Cloud.
You can play a fun game with us here. It's trying to figure out who's who. We're playing a game of... Well, literally, who's who.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice nade.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, he bounced it, which is nice, but...
It's onto the stairs. So if anyone was trying to push, he would have picked up the damage on it. That was nice. Unfortunately for them, China says it's just not quite close enough yet.
Is there a recon coming up? No, it's still got 50% left on the charge. And that's just the electro dart.
I mean, it's good. Again, I think we've seen a lot of this, though, John, which is just a case of holding down those locations and making sure there's always something in the way. That looks like it's going down.
That has definitely gone down now. And over on the north side, that should be a massive, massive pickup coming on through from Saeed. I believe that's the deepest team that's up on the north side, and they're uncontested fully.
Yeah, because now they've got no helicopters to worry about, so they can just loot freely, which is really good news for them. You know, I never use the ricochet, right? Because I always mess it up. So that's the first time I've seen like actually decent usage for it.
Oh, he spotted him. I think he spotted him on the jump peak there. Yeah, swift reposition comes through. A door opens though, and that's a little bit more dangerous than I think he expected. There's the swarm, there's the recon. They should know where this player is now. He's going to light up this door frame as soon as he can, spots the movement, goes for the spray, but a couple of shots is all he's going to be able to take. Falls back to safety. Discipline coming on through. On the flip side, holding the door frame. And the boys have been trapped in this building now, in this room, for quite a while. Still no shots exchanged.
Yeah, it's tough for him. I think, did they get a player out? Yeah, maybe down towards that right-hand side. Whilst it was all getting a little bit terrifying, and now they are truly in the jaws of the Tyrannosaurus Rex as the boys make their way down. Push on through for the leaves. Good spray from the hip. And we'll find another, and the boys successfully make their escape.
Excellent news for the boys, and they'll be able to grab a whole lot more value. Speaking of value, you can see the numbers start to climb from that north side team, grabbing all of the value from that helicopter as well. We're up to 3 teams over a mil. First team looking to push over 3 mil. 235, they've heard this exchange. And the boys now have another team to worry about. Are they going to be caught unawares? It seems like they might do. And that's a brilliant opener for 235, but they need to capitalize quite quickly on this. They've had that trade. They've seen a lot of damage sent their way. The smokes are there. The crawls are back. It's still relatively unscathed, and the top rope is still under pressure. Gashard crawling his way back to the rest of his team, desperately needing to stay up as 3.
That's some awesome frags from Mark, honestly. He's really put a lot of pressure on enemy squads. Snowman is moving up. In comes a swarm. Goes on through. Should get some tags on board.
Oh, they know. They know that they're stood behind this. Little stanchion. Another nade from Mark to try and push them back.
He is
Snowman does take a
unreal.
lot of damage. Really nicely placed. Keeping that suppression down with this force of that electric arrow, with the nades that he's able to pull through. It's the only thing keeping 235 at bay right now for the boys, and they are happy for it.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job. I think for the boys, being able to just try to extract themselves from this location, because it's been one team after another, right? It's not been easy. It's not a fun location to try and extricate yourself from in the first place. So for the boys, it's decent work. It's hard to get too many of the objectives done right now in the tower, just because there are so many teams surrounding this location. Again, I think everyone had the same idea. We're all going to go for the tower. Try and force some presence off this location, so when the second map of Rakesh comes through, maybe another team will leave it just for them.
Luna definitely being favored in these teams now, with the darts, with the recon, the information you can get. Really, really valuable. Bringing the org into this match as well, for Mark at least. Meanwhile, over on the north side,
what did they do to him?
I don't know. It feels like they just, you know, those old little crooks that they used to put on, like vaudeville style, just yank him off the roof.
Yeah. Oh, they're watching an airbender at work for a second, but there you go. Yeah, in terms of denial of space, like those lightning darts are really strong. Even just the nades as well. The frags have been unbelievable from the Mark so far. Helmet is absolutely trash, though. Not quite on 0 HP on it just yet, but may as well be. Pretty much just got a chin strap hanging on by a thread.
Almost fully severed. You can see the health of the helmet and the vest just above that health bar in the bottom left. The player that we're on board with.
That is a nasty angle. I mean, they were both so close, taking each other out.
I feel like
Anytime the other peaks, yeah, it's bad.
Just about slipping the net there. But the value up on the north side just keeps climbing for Saeed. Look at that, up to 3 mil now, 3.1. I don't think that's going to slow down anytime soon. They've got so much of this map to loot through. The question is, how contested will their extract be?
I mean, I think there's a northern extract on that side, but it has to be activated by one of the players towards the center of the map there in Museum. I think that they could probably make their way down there in the first place and get it opened. I think for Saeed, it's very little risk for them at the moment. 1.2 million here on Gishard himself, which I think is the lion's share, actually. That's decent. Able to get a repair on the vest is very nice at this moment in time.
Grabbing that big vest repair kit. That lovely gold vision that you need when your gear's looking a little bit shoddy. Gishard's able to get the value out of it. 235 still in the standoff. I mean, there are 3 teams alive right now, blank, but only 2 of them are in this new Tower of Babel. And as I say that, the third is up north and we're on board with them now. They're just picking through. And this is exactly what I want to see teams doing more, right? Just staying out of it, going for the rest of the map and picking up everything. You get very consistent value from this if nobody else is doing it.
Yeah, I think for Saeed, there's 100% a case here where they would have been happy to fight another team for this location. I think that they make the right decision of that everyone's going to try and take tower for themselves and pick up as much value as possible from this one. But you've seen this. The standoffs have been absolutely disgusting in the tower, where Saeed, although the supplies in that location aren't the most amazing in the world, if they've got free reign over it, it's absolutely fine. Glock spots that just a little bit too late. And he makes the right decision, though. Pull back. No point exposing yourself for too long in that spot.
Oh, the bouncer on the shock dart. Hang on a minute. Where did that come from? An off angle? Was that a pick? Over towards 235. So 235 now down to 2. This is real tough stuff. They were trying to work the angles, but the boys caught them off guard. And I don't think that they can get back to him. I don't think this is resable. That's severely going to cut down their value they can extract here as well. Losing a player, we've seen it before. What an impact that can have on the overall value that you get from the match.
Yeah, for the boys, they've done really, really well. And I think they'll get even more loot off the back of this one. Picking up whatever Snowman had on board. I think that for 235, their overall value dropped by quite a bit. One Snowman went down. His gear is being taken off him.
I think it was somewhere in the 500 to 800k mark on them.
Oh, dear me.
Answer that they were looking for as well. A second knock, and that should be an easy pickup. On the flush, Mark is doing so much work for them.
Man, if he just pulled the trigger. Obviously, he doesn't have wall hacks like we do, but...
No. It's so much easier when you know exactly where everyone is.
Damn.
Wrong
the
way,
boys
Bucko.
are taking no prisoners today.
Ooh, we love to see it. Get some
后
of the
面
helmet
撤离
on
点不
board.
一致，后面直接剪掉了，点赞
Scooping
谢
through the
谢
loot.。